As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. It's a draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed over the middle. It's Need. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get to him as he throws. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Using his feet. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Fires to the big fella. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
2
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking, but on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Looking left. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Notre Dame right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Going right to work up top. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Catch in the middle. It's Reinbold. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man, these Notre Dame linebackers are flying around. Remember that game that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah had against Clemson? This guy could be in for that kind of night.
Yeah, and when you can do that, you change the whole offensive philosophy. When I'm getting tackles for losses and I'm getting you behind the sticks, I get to have even more fun and get after your quarterback and play the pass and not have to worry about the run.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be a...
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Timeout. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Fighting off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack. Still, what a job to lay out and make the catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Reinbold. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Unloads quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Reinbold. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Florida! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Zings it complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reinbold. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Now on the move.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 32 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun to give, looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this one.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Throws toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Need. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Lining up to convert third down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Wide receiver going in motion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the fullback. At the 35, he's open. Found a seam on the left. He's at the 40. At the 20.
You don't see a lot of fullbacks these days with that kind of wiggle and the ability to break tackles. How about that long run by the big man?
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second and goal.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you.